Hi, I'm Miss Chris. Welcome to my greenhouse. As you can see, it's not green. It's made of many windows to let the sunlight in. But if you come inside, you can see that what makes it green is all the green plants growing inside. So I planted these plants in the fall, and they grew a little bit. And then in the middle of the winter, they stopped growing, and I covered them with a special blanket on really, really cold nights to protect them. The greenhouse, of course, does protect them some from the wind and the snow, and it keeps the ground from freezing. So now on March 26th, I can come out here and pick a salad for lunch. I've been working out in the garden all morning, and I took a break, did some more drawing on my daffodil picture. The third visit, added some more leaves. Now we're going to cut some leaves. So let's see what I have down here. Here I have lettuce and cilantro and spinach. So we'll cut a few leaves of spinach. You can see it has pointy leaves, looks like an arrowhead. We'll put some spinach in our colander. Cut the stems. Look for the bigger leaves. I have several plants here, so I'm going to take a few leaves from each plant. Then I will cut some lettuce. Again, I'm going to look for the bigger outside leaves. Cut down close to the base of the plant. My lettuce leaves, kind of crinkly, have crinkly edges and more of a rounded tip. I'm going to go all over in my lettuce patch. And I have some cilantro. Cilantro has a very unique taste. I use it a lot in Mexican cooking and Thai cooking. Cut a few of those. And then over here, I have some arugula. My arugula is starting to get flowers. It's getting warmer, and so it wants to make some flowers and some seeds. We cut a few leaves of arugula. Arugula has a strong taste. So arugula in our salad, so we have a variety of tastes in our salad. Mixed greens. Wake up our taste buds. And last I have some kale. I'll cut a few leaves. The kale, I like to cook because it's a thicker, heartier green. It's kind of chewy for in a salad. I'll just put a few in there. It's also kind of crinkly with very distinct white vein. The arugula also had a distinct light colored vein, and its leaves are cut in, lobed. We'll take that salad inside. It's almost lunchtime. Wash it up and eat it. But before we do, we'll give these plants a little bit of water. Take my watering can. Get a nice drink of water. Because of course, since they're inside the house, they don't get the rain. The house is small enough, though, that the rain water seeps in around the edges most of the time. leaves also like to have a little shower. So before I leave the greenhouse or my gardens, I like to take a moment and just thank the plants for their generosity in giving us this nice salad for lunch. So I just take a moment, take a breath, feel the thankfulness in my heart. And then go have lunch. Oh, I've been back to work pruning again. Lots of garden cleanup in the spring. And I could use a stretch. As we talked about in the last episode about spring and expanding, but expanding is a really good thing for us to do throughout the day because we can get too contracted. That nice rhythm between expanding and contracting gets our lungs breathing deeper. Speaking of expanding, let's visit the fennel that we pruned the other day and see where it's at. So here we are with the fennel. Remember we pruned those two big stalks and the leaves were just all curled up all around, and this one was just starting to uncurl, and now it has expanded quite a bit. So we can take a closer look to how this leaf is put together. It's very frilly, fringy. So it comes up the main stem and then it branches off in pairs of twos there, across from each other, and then those branch off too, and then each of those branch off. So it's quite an interesting pattern of expansion. And these are still contracted and they will come along as the weather warms up. So let's see what we can do with some pencil and paper. Okay, so earlier I did just a quick sketch of the leaf to get the feeling for it. As you can see, I went over a lot of lines trying to feel the shape. I did it on a piece of scrap paper. So we're going to try it again. We'll have our paper or pencil. You can use your crayon. So we're going to start at the bottom, at the base of the leaf, and expand towards the top. You can even go over that line a couple of times. It has this feeling of flowing across the paper. Okay, and then we remember that we have these sets of two leaves directly across from each other. I'm going to start down here. I'm going to expand out that way. Come and meet that one and expand out the other way. And go over that a couple times. I'm going to come up a little bit further and expand, expand. And go over that. And it's okay if your strokes don't match up. I'm going to ride up further. Do another set. As they get closer to the top, they get a little bit shorter. And then we'll have another set here, short set at the top. And we'll give the tip just one little extra. Okay, So if we look back, those side leaf lobes have another set. I'm going to come here and we're going to go on another set across from each other. And further up that side, there's another. We'll do the same thing over here. Pair there, and travel up, and another pair there. Let's make those a little bit longer, because on those we need another pair. We're going to travel up these. Some more. On this side, same thing. 2 there. 2 there. Let's darken that in a little bit. Put our fringes. And go from our base up again. Heading to here. And 2 further up. The same on the other side. You see, I'm not too worried about if my lines are exact. I'm getting more of the feeling of how this leaf grows. I'm going to put 2 on there and come up and put 2 on here. This also helps us learn how to make smooth, long strokes with our pencil or crayon. Okay, start at the base. Our base gets bigger each time, which is important. I'm going to come and put that set on there. And another 2 here. And then the 2 on there. We're getting a little bit shorter as we go up. And the last set just has 1 pair on it. We have our top, and there we have our fennel leaf. Okay, so coming back to our expansion and contraction, and thinking about our fennel leaf that we just drew, you can think of that tall center part of the leaf, and then how the 2 pairs came out, like our arms coming off of our trunk. We can expand and contract. And if you try this with me, get our lungs a nice rhythm. So I like to put the expansion and contraction to music or words like we did last time. So I chose for today one of my favorite little expansion and contraction poems. It's a poem by William Blake, and it talks about taking something big and something small. So let's see how that goes. To see the world in a grain of sand, and heaven in a wildflower, to hold infinity in the palm of your hand, and eternity in an hour. Thanks for joining me, and remember, get outside.